It's great. All the Westminster freaks come back from the Algarve, refreshed, renewed, and ready to go on GMTV and fuck themselves in the face live on air. That interview was the most exciting television since Cameron's resignation. Jacob Rees-Mogg on GMTV. Seriously? You know Rees-Mogg, you know Lord Snooty, crossed with the one that used to get bullied by Dennis the Menace. Okay, so anyway, so he said he's against gay marriage and against abortion in all circumstances due to his Catholic beliefs. Okay, how can you not have seen this, Tim? So anyway, then everyone was shocked that that was his opinion. Okay, a fucking hateful opinion to have, in my opinion, but also standard Catholic doctrine. So, I mean, who am I to argue with God? Okay, it's quite normal for a Catholic to agree with Catholic bullshit, okay? If you think his opinions are rare, your echo chamber is secure. It's a fucking nuclear bunker. You know, what did people think his opinions were? Have you ever heard him speak? You know, the reason his opinions are 100 years out of date is because he's just been shat out of a Jeeves and Wooster novel that's been written by Stephen King, okay? This was top 10 TV moments in the making. You missed a fucking treat, Tim, okay? Jacob Rees-Mogg achieved more in one interview than Theresa May has her entire career, okay? Some extraordinary achievements in one interview. He went on GMTV and managed to make Piers Morgan look like a normal human being. He became the most loathed person in the Tory party. That is since records began levels of loathing. He exposed how most Tory backbenchers would rather cut their own cock off on live TV than go anywhere near the front bench whilst Brexit's on the go. But sadly, his main achievement was that he is the first MP since 1972 to be asked a straight question and give his honest and straight opinion, okay? I didn't agree with a fucking word he said, but I do kind of respect him for just answering the fucking question. It's when opinions are hidden that things get dicey. You know, you can't persuade someone of a different point of view if you're unwilling to listen to what they've got to say, okay? But of course, the Guardian says Mogg's views have no place in public life. Really? Traditional Catholics shouldn't be permitted to express their views and so-called values. Really? Not the most liberal point of view, but hey, come on, this is the Guardian. My point is, Tim, silencing his views because you don't like them is almost as regressive as the views themselves, okay? It's like we'd prefer him to lie because his opinions make us feel uncomfortable, okay? And yet we all bang on all the time about how we'd like our politicians and public officials to be more honest. What if all our politicians were as honest as the Mogg? You know, imagine that. Imagine being able to make an informed choice about your MP based on what they actually think, not what they pretend to think. I'm sick of democracy being a parlour game where I have to work out what my politicians actually believe. However much I hate Mogg's opinion, I want the whole of Westminster to follow his example. Answer the fucking question. What do you really think? Because then I know who and what I'm actually voting for. Yes. And meanwhile, here in rural Sussex, a local cat has been making some unusual friends. But before that, the traffic. The glamour. And in this particular instance, the pussy.